Yeah, hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Hail Mary Meteorologist. My name's Mike. I'm a meteorologist. A lot of people call me Mush. And we're going to talk about the major sporting events, according to me, that are outside this week and the weather forecast for them. And we have got one item this week. It's the PGA Tour in Pacific Palisades, California, at the Genesis Invitational. And this is at Riviera Country Club. The host is Tiger Woods. The defending champion is Ludwig Alberg, and par there is 71. And we're going to get straight to the weather forecast for this week for Thursday through Sunday. Thursday looks like the worst day. We're talking about a high of 55. It's going to be mostly cloudy. There is a 55% chance of rain, maybe up to a quarter inch of rain on Thursday. Winds are going to be variable each day. On Thursday, they're going to be east initially, shift to the southwest, and then west. They're generally 5 to 10 miles per hour. There might be gusts, especially during the afternoon, of 15 to 20 miles per hour. So, a lot more decision making that's going to have to be taking place on Thursday. Friday, 59, mostly sunny. Winds once again about 5 to 10 miles per hour. They start off from the northeast and then shift southwest. Rain chances are 10 to 15%. So you can see those are lowering. And then the weekend should be spectacular. High of 62. Winds once again out of the or 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the south mainly. And then Sunday's the best day. High of 67. Super comfortable. Mostly sunny. Once again, about winds 5 miles per hour, so a little bit lighter. Winds out of the northeast to west southwest on Sunday of 5 miles per hour, as I mentioned. And so now let's go ahead and talk a little bit of a recap from what we saw this past weekend. The PGA Tour was at Pebble Beach for the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. And it was such a unique event. You get a cluttered leaderboard, a lot of people packed in with one another. Colin Morikawa won on the 18th hole with a birdie to hold off Min Woo Lee from Australia. And it's Morikawa's first win, I think, since 2023. He jumps up to the top 5 of the official world golf rankings. And like I said, it was the first signature event, so it was a star-studded lineup at Pebble Beach. And, Rory McIlroy had a really nice week trying to defend his title from 2025. Scotty Scheffler, if you were with me on Friday, shot that really poor round on round 1 on Thursday, then was stellar the rest of the way, and finished, I believe, 2 shots behind Morikawa. Just an incredible run, especially considering how poor the weather conditions were on Sunday with the gusty winds, just a little bit of rain. And then, Morikawa, it was nice to see. He's got the claw grip there. He was really striking the ball well. And I don't know, I'm a fan of his, so I was really happy to see him come through. And nothing against this tournament. I love Pebble Beach. I love the PGA Tour. But this event, and I think it's because of the weather, really lacked the excitement as LIV Golf had down in Australia. So let's transition to LIV Golf. What an event. The largest attended LIV Golf event ever in Australia at Adelaide. This was at the Grange Golf Club, and I don't even know what you can say. Anthony Kim won. He held off Jon Rahm and Bryson DeChambeau. And, I mean, you know his story, Anthony Kim. I mean, I think he shot a 63. He was like 9 under. I mean, every putt he hit on the back 9 was just incredible. The emotion he showed, the crowd just was on his side. I mean, it was really, really incredible, and I'm so happy for him. He's been through so much, has persevered, and for Greg Norman to give him a shot a couple years ago, and for him to steadily improve and get to this point, is what movies are made of. And I'm so happy for him and his family. And so let's just talk a little bit about John Rahm. He just didn't have it. He was steady throughout the round, but just seemed to not hit poor shots, but just what's the word I'm looking for? Just inconsistent on Sunday, which was a little bit of a surprise. He had trouble making putts. He was having trouble driving the ball. But he still finished second, and I believe he's number one now in the rankings for LIV for the season after two events. And then Bryson, to be honest, nobody really brought this up, but I'm not sure he ever recovered after that eagle from John Rahm on Saturday. He seemed, even that interview before the fourth round, he seemed just intensely focused, like overly focused. And obviously you saw he struggled with, I think, 4 bogeys on the opening 9. Tried to make a little bit of a rally on the backside, and it just didn't happen. And anyhow, you got to give all the credit. Anthony Kim won this event. And I mean, the emotion, the celebration on the tour, you could tell everybody was so happy and joyous. And anyhow, really quite remarkable. And so since we were in Australia, Ripper GC came through. It was just fantastic to see them pull this off. Back-to-back victories now in Saudi Arabia and now Australia. I have my slipper here, but I'm not going to drink coffee out of it this morning, as their tradition, unlike any other down under. But Cam, Lucas Herbert all finished in the top 10. I think Mark Leishman might have 2, and Elvis Smiley was defending his title from a week earlier. And anyhow, they really played really well, and they held off Legion 13 to win the title. So as I mentioned, LIV won't be back until early March when they're in Hong Kong. And then the PGA Tour finishes up the West Coast swing. This is signature event number 2. And then next week, then they shift to Florida for a run there, leading up to the perhaps the 5th major at the Players Championship. So that's all I have for you. I'll be back in a couple days to talk about the weather in Southern California for this week. As I mentioned, Thursday could be a chance of rain. Otherwise, temperatures warming up Friday through Sunday, and just really beautiful conditions for the Genesis Invitational. And we'll talk to you in a couple days. Take care.